On this video we're taking a look at our NBA parlay picks for the games that are happening on Thursday, April 21st, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Minnesota Timberwolves vs Memphis Grizzlies. Minnesota Timberwolves plus 1.5 points. The Memphis Grizzlies are averaging 120.5 points on 46.6% shooting and allowing 113 points on 45.2% shooting. Ja Morant is averaging 27.5 points and 9 assists, while Dillon Brooks is averaging 16.5 points and 2.5 assists. Desmond Bane is the third double-digit scorer and Jaren Jackson Jr. is grabbing 5.5 rebounds. The Memphis Grizzlies are shooting 29.5% from beyond the arc and 76% from the free throw line. The Memphis Grizzlies are allowing 34.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 41.5 rebounds per game. Outside of the Phoenix Suns, the Grizzlies have the second best road record in the Western Conference. So don't expect them to just suddenly crumble at a different venue. The key to this series is them continuing to be aggressive on both ends of the floor. They play fast to the point where it might even seem reckless at times, but it's also what makes them such a tough team to beat. Minnesota was forced into 20 turnovers and the Grizzlies flipped the board battle to +8. There was also a huge lift from the bench for Memphis in a game where Dillon Brooks couldn't get much going offensively. But the real turning point was the benching of center Steven Adams. It'll be interesting to see if Xavier Tillman remains a big part of the rotation after playing 21 minutes on Tuesday. Adams isn't a threat offensively these days, and he was getting absolutely crushed on the boards by the Timberwolves. A switch like that proves this Grizzlies team isn't afraid to do what needs to be done to get the victory, even if it means benching a longtime veteran. The Memphis Grizzlies flex their muscle in their Game 2 victory, and they're the better team here on paper overall. However, the Minnesota Timberwolves did their job of stealing home court, and now they go home, where they win by an average of 5 points and hold teams to just 43.7% shooting from the field. The Timberwolves should have a great crowd here, considering they almost never have big games. Remember the atmosphere in the play-in game. I've been high on the Timberwolves from the start of the year, and I'm not jumping off the bandwagon, especially at home. Give me the home dog. Our second parlay pick is Utah Jazz vs Dallas Mavericks. Utah Jazz minus 6.5 points. The Dallas Mavericks needed to respond after dropping the series opener, and they did just that in their 110-104 win over the Jazz in Game 2. Jalen Brunson led the team with a career-high 41 points with 8 rebounds and 5 assists on 15 of 25 shooting. Maxi Kleber drained 8 three-pointers to finish with 25 points off the bench, while Spencer Dinwiddie chipped in with 17 points and 6 assists. As a team, the Mavericks shot 47% from the field and a sizzling 22 of 47 from the three-point line as they struggled in the first half and trailed by 10 points in the second quarter before they ambushed the Jazz with 62 points in the second half to get the much-needed victory without their best player, Luka Doncic. Dallas rallied in the fourth quarter to beat the Jazz and even the series by taking Game 2 of the best-of-7 series Monday night. The Mavericks played the first 2 games without Luka Doncic, who is dealing with a calf strain sustained the regular season finale back on April 10th. In Game 2, Dallas used a 3-point barrage to get the victory and even things up with the series heading to Utah. The Mavericks were even after the opening quarter, trailed by 7 at the half, and were down 4 after 3 quarters after hitting a 3-pointer just before the buzzer. Dallas trailed by 7 with 8:07 to play before closing the game on a 24-11 run to earn the victory. The Mavericks shot 47% from the field, including 22 of 47 from 3-point range, and turned the ball over 3 times in the victory. Jalen Brunson poured in 41 points, 8 rebounds and 5 assists in the win to lead the Mavericks. Utah missed a chance to take a 2-0 series lead as they wilted in the fourth quarter to wind up with a loss. The Jazz now hope to maintain home court advantage by prevailing at home in Game 3 here. In Game 2, the Jazz led by 7 at the half and held a 7-point lead late in the third quarter before giving up a 3-pointer with 0.2 seconds to play in the stanza. Utah pushed the lead back to 7 with 8:07 to play only to give up a 10-0 run to trail 96-93 with 5:40 to go. The Jazz's last lead was at 98-96 with 4:44 to play, before giving up a 13-4 run over the next 4+ minutes to trail 109-102 with 33.4 seconds remaining, sealing their fate. Utah shot 46.3% from the floor, including 11 of 29 from three-point range, and controlled the glass 50-31 yet fell short. Donovan Mitchell led the Jazz with 34 points in the defeat. So much of this game hinges on the uncertainty as to how things will unfold. Doncic is trending in the right direction after missing the first 2 games of the series, but he's a question mark for here. One thing we know is that the Mavericks aren't likely to hit 22 triples like they did in the game Monday night. Of those 22, a staggering 17 were uncontested, including 7 of Kleber's 8 triples. Snyder may need to bring Rudy Gay and Eric Paschall off the bench and put them into the game to try and be a bit more aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. Utah might be better suited to getting Gobert more involved defensively than we've seen in the first 2 games as well. This one is going to be a challenge, but Utah plays well enough at home to squeeze out a win here to take a 2-1 series lead. Our third parlay is Denver Nuggets vs Golden State Warriors. Warriors minus 1.5 points. And here is why. The Golden State Warriors will be gunning for a commanding 3-0 series lead after making light work of the Nuggets in a 126-106 win in Game 2 on Monday. Stephen Curry led the team with 34 points on 12 of 17 shooting off the bench. Jordan Poole added 29 points with 8 assists on 10 of 16 shooting, while Klay Thompson chipped in with 21 points. As a team, the Warriors shot 54% from the field and 17 of 40 from the three-point line as they went on a 26-8 run in the second quarter to take the lead into halftime before they exploded for 44 points in the third quarter to lead by as many as 23 points. Steph Curry poured in 34 points off the bench on 12/17 shooting from the field, while Jordan Poole continued his recent tier with 29 points and 8 assists. The Warriors' offense was a well-oiled machine, shooting 54.8% from the field, including 17 40ths from three-point range. The first half a little pep in my step and the body felt good. I was able to kind of get to some spots, Curry said via the Associated Press. When you make certain shots it feels a little different, it feels a little bit more normal, and more emotion kind of comes out, especially with that layoff, so it was a nice feeling. Golden State is up against the spread at 43-37-4 and has surged lately by covering in 7 of its last 8 games. Overs are 37-45-2 for the Warriors, and their last 3 games have all gone over the betting total. The Warriors are only an average scoring offense with 111 points per game, but have shot the ball well at 55.7% from 2 and 36.4% from 3, both top 8 marks in the NBA. Golden State is arguably the best defense in the NBA, having allowed 105.5 points per game on opposing shooting splits of 50.9% from 2 and 33.9% from 3, all of which rank in the top 3 of the league. While we saw the Warriors scuffle for stretches in the regular season, this group with Curry back and Klay Thompson looking more like himself has taken things to another level. The Warriors have discovered a new death lineup with Curry, Thompson, Poole, Green, Andrew Wiggins looking unstoppable offensively, and the Nuggets defense just doesn't have the answers. With their injury situation, just about everything for the Nuggets offense relies on Xhaka carrying, and as great as he is, the reigning MVP is clearly getting frustrated by one of the NBA's best defenders in Green right now. The Nuggets don't have enough depth elsewhere to consistently score on the Warriors, who lead the NBA in defensive rating while ranking second in effective field goal percentage allowed. That aforementioned 5-man lineup has transformed Golden State's offense with off-the-charts numbers in this series so far, as that 23-4 run in Game 2 came in the blink of an eye while being reminiscent of the title squads of a few years ago. Denver is a tough home court, but the Warriors have shown they can win there even with players missing this year, and the Nuggets looked overwhelmed by one of the championship favorites. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.